Okay, today we are installing a windshield on a Mule Pro. This is the full non-tilting windshield. When you get your windshield, the thing we always recommend before you do anything else is put the windshield on, make sure you like how it fits, make sure you like how it looks. If you don't peel any protective plastic off of it. Give us a call. You can return it for a refund. You're responsible for the shipping, but we're responsible to ship it to you, and then we'll give you a credit back. So check that first, because once you go to put this windshield on, you really need to peel the protective plastic off. So since I know it fits like a freaking glove because I made it, I am very comfortable. Tear that off. So I'm going to tear that protective coating off. I'm going to take this windshield, and you can have two people. You can, actually it might be easier with one. You can just kind of position it halfway in between there, slide it like that. Now, so the first thing here is we're going to slide that forward. And again, since I know this all works, I'm going to go ahead, because once you peel off one side, you can peel off the other side, because half of a plastic covered windshield is not returnable. So, but I like putting it up there, and I actually like not trying to get too many fingerprints on the windshield, so I'm going to leave it just like that. Now, I took these two little plastic grommets out of these two sides here, and you just use a screwdriver and pop this pin out of the center of this little grommet. So you're going to pop that pin out. You're going to put that pin back in real soft, just real easy like that. And we're going to shove this windshield back. That's why you don't want to secure this windshield in the, doing that. So, I'm going to force that down like that. Oh, we're going to force that down like that. I'll show you in a second how to get those down tighter. You can push on them really hard and they'll go down. Because it's not my bike and I don't want to slip or jack anything up, I'm going to use a little hammer. So you just push that windshield back. Oh, shoot, I keep pushing on that top little guy. If you push on the top guy, it won't go in. You got to push on the bottom little grommet there. Get that bottom guy down in there. Push that down really tight. You can even use your flathead screwdriver here, because we want this guy pushed down nice and snug. All right, so we got that on. Oh, I was going to push this side down nice and snug as well. These center support brackets, these are the unique things that we do with our windshields to make them, well, the best, if you ask Brian. Our bolt, nut, and lock washer. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this bottom one on first. So our bolt on there, nut and lock washer on the back. And just finger just a few threads in. It's what you want to be here. You don't want to get carried away with cranking that thing down, because we're going to want to move it here in a second. We're going to want to push this down so we get a little tighter seal across the bottom. So again, bolt, nut, and lock washer. And really just a few little turns there. And what I'm going to do here, you can reach up from underneath here and slide that windshield down. You see how I just moved that windshield down about a half an inch, quarter inch? What it's doing is it's putting me in, sealing my pocket across here. And I'm going to do the exact same thing there. So I get a good tight fixation. Make sure I'm happy with that. If you put a little pressure on the back of the bolt, it just kind of helps to hold it in place. And now we can take, and you can do this kind of in any configuration you think. I mean, you can go this one first, that one first. These ones, actually, the bonus of doing these ones second is they help to give you proper alignment. Fuck me. Is that drilled through? Oh, there we go. I don't know what I'm doing there. So, put those two on. Put your bolt nut and lock washers on those. And if they're a little off, just like I did there, I just pulled down on the top of the windshield, push the base of that down so it locks it all nice and tight. Again, one of these things that we do that the majority of other competitors out there do not do is things like this. So now we've got those two on. I'm going to go ahead and tear this off because we don't need it anymore. And take that off. Now we will obviously continue to put 3 different clamps on each side here. Now at this point in time, I would proceed and tighten up all these nice and secure. You know, I didn't mention that the things you're going to need is a 7/16 inch wrench, a Phillips head screwdriver, and obviously a flathead screwdriver for these. So I'd go along, just retighten all these up. I'm just going to move to what we would do on the straps. You don't need to over tighten any of this stuff. Never use Loctite. Just secure them tight. They've got the lock washer on them. Secure it nice and tight. Give it a little quarter turn extra. You're pretty much set. Now the last part of what you will have for an installation here is again just those things that we kind of do here at UTV Windshields that are different than other people. We don't want this to bounce around. If you look at most windshields on the market, for this exact model, they have 3 clamps on them, on each side. That's it. No center dash brackets and no over the top brackets. I'm gonna guarantee you they rattle. Ours won't. And the reason being is we take a Velcro strap and we're gonna put this Velcro strap over and we're gonna secure it to this roll bar right here. There's some slots right there in your windshield, so we're gonna take this smooth side facing you. So the smooth side of this bracket, this strap is facing you. Kind of twist it so you get the metal ring to go as far back, and then we're going to pull that down tight over like that. What that's going to do is secure this top of this windshield so that there is no rattling as you're traveling along. And then we'll do one on the other side over here. I'm going to pull that really nice and tight. And now we have got a completely secured, towable, full non-tilting windshield. All these are made from a more resistant material. So the realities of it are, it's very hard to wash these. Be careful when you're wiping off the inside of it. Try to use a damp microfiber cloth when you're out on the trail. Best when you get home or back to your trailer or what have you, to actually rinse it off with water first is always the best thing. You want to be careful, but on the outside you can obviously wash this off with water first. Do that. You do not want to spray. You don't want to use Windex ever. Paper towels, never. Use only water. Microfiber cloths are the very best thing. If you have any questions or concerns, give us a call. The only other thing I may bring up is that with some different roofs, because of how high this goes up, it may impede with some of your roofs. You may need to actually use a little, you can just use a little jigsaw and make a little notch out. We try to put this up as high as we possibly can for your benefit, but with doing that, it can pose problems. It works fine with this particular roof, like this factory roof, it works just fine with, but if you have a different one, you might want to just check that out first. Thanks so much for your business. Give us a call if you have any questions.